Pokemon's most hyped set for the decade has been revealed, and Pokemon's 30th celebration is looking to be genuinely unique, and it even has a complete new rarity, and I'll be going over those artworks throughout this video. Pokemon's new 30th celebration is releasing worldwide on September 16th, 2026, and in some ways it is similar to the 25th anniversary set celebrations because this will feature classic Pokemon cards from the game's history, and of course these cards will have the 30th Pikachu stamp logo on them. So I want to start talking about this set, and I want to just start talking about the booster pack. So what we know is that each booster pack will contain 6 cards, and all of these 6 cards will be foils, including the energy. Though here's where it gets really interesting. The 30th celebration will actually have 30 different holographic Pikachu cards. So what's really cool is that each pack will include one of these special Pikachu cards inside the pack. So this feels almost like a different Pikachu for every year with a different artwork. I can already see it. The collectors are gonna absolutely love getting these Pikachu. So here we are, and I'm on the booster pack for the 30th celebration. Looks pretty cool, man. Gotta be honest. Didn't expect anything outside. I was always expecting a Pikachu on the booster pack. That was pretty much a given. So moving on to these Pikachu illustrations, and we can see right here, here's one of them, and not all of these have been revealed so far. Though right here, I'm on this artwork, and if you look just on the bottom left, there is a bit of a code of which Pikachu this is. So here I can see this one illustrated by Yu Nishida. Really awesome, man. I gotta be honest, they're cool. Here's another one of these unique Pikachu cards that we're getting with the big 30th stamp on them as well. You can see the big 30th stamp right there. So yeah, I mean, they're cool, man. They're gonna be a really kind of fun card to collect based on this whole celebration set. And here's another one that's been revealed so far. I really like that, man. That's cool. It looks like that almost looks like an evolution, not a Pikachu right there. But interesting cards here, man. Like I gotta be honest, from what I can see, and I'm just here on the official website, we can see that so far 3 of the 30 have been revealed. And that is the more that these come out, given the fact that they're all different illustrators, there's gonna be some more expensive than others. I'm already assuming if there's maybe an Akira Agawa illustrated Pikachu or a Shinji Kanda, that's gonna have a really big audience as well. Though we're gonna have to see, like, depending on the different styles of these. Though one thing that I'm kind of hoping for in terms of price-wise, because I know a lot of people, like, obviously you wanna collect these. I think because you're gonna get one of these in every booster pack, maybe it'll be a little bit more price friendly, but there will be certain Pikachus depending on the artwork and depending on the illustrator and what they look like. Some of them are going to get a higher price premium. I am interested to see, because from the 3 so far, they're all different, right? So imagine what's going to happen with it's actually pretty cool. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Also, by the way, if you have been loving the video and it's your first time on the channel, my name's Phil and I create content around Pokemon investing and Pokemon collectibles. Honestly, I'd love to have you subscribe so you can stay up to date with all things Pokemon. Now, as mentioned, very similar to the celebration set in 2021, we do have classic Pokemon being re-released. So as you can imagine, your classic Pokemon, from what we can see so far, there will be a base set Charizard, which is pretty, of course, like it's very hard to make a celebration set without including base set Charizard. It's pretty much the most iconic Pokemon of all time. And another one that we can see that is coming is the Pikachu and Zekrom GX. But of course, with these cards, what makes them stand out? So if you have the classic version. Now, of course, to separate these from the originals, they do have the 30th stamp. I remember when the 30th anniversary was revealed, a lot of people were like, oh, they're reprinting these cards. And I was pretty much told everyone like they're going to put the 30th stamp if they ever do a classic throwback. These 2 so far are the ones on the 30th Pokemon website, which we can see. In terms of these, I personally am not like the biggest fan of like the throwback cards. Like, to me, it's fine. They're cool to have, but like I much prefer the new kind of cards that are going to be releasing in the set. And that's why there's going to be these new cards which depict different aspects of the day, and these are also looking pretty cool. So these are like different artworks depicting different parts of the day. Some have been revealed. Here we have the Lapras. Really awesome, though, because this is a unique artwork, I have to be real, and this is just, maybe it's being nitpicky, but because this is an artwork for the first time we're seeing it in the TCG, I don't know if it needed the 30 Pikachu logo on the card. Let me know your thoughts. I think it does make it look like a bit of a watermark, little bit of an eyesore, in my opinion, especially when you get a new artwork. I totally get it for fair enough, the Pikachus with the big 30, that's cool. Fair enough with the reprinted cards or the re-release cards, absolutely. For these new unique cards, I would have really loved to see them I don't know. To me, I don't know if it was necessary. Same thing with the Drifloon here. This is really cool artwork, man. Looking really awesome. So there is going to be a lot of these cards, again, depicting that night and day kind of situation. Definitely these cards are going to be wanted by a lot of collectors. Now, collectors are getting excited about the new set. Though, while we're on the topic of this, if you do love purchasing Pokemon cards, I do want to talk about Double Hollow, who have kindly sponsored today's video. Double Hollow is a competitive Pokemon marketplace with some of the lowest platform fees of only 4.9%. Though what I really love about Double Hollow is how it's actually much more than just a marketplace. It has heaps of tools that are seen nowhere else. For example, one big thing that comes up in the hobby is deciding whether or not a booster pack is worth opening. Well, there's actually a premium tool known as pack value, which actually helps with exactly that. On pack value, it shows you the expected value, or the EV, of the booster pack versus the current price in the market. This is a super useful tool because you can decide, hey, is it worth opening, or what's best left kept sealed? Now, another really cool premium feature is that it unlocks price forecasting for specific cards. Here it shows you price trends and also provides you a bit of a roadmap of the card. Now, what's so awesome, if you do want to try out Double Hollow's premium features, you can actually get a 30% discount off your first month by using the promo code on screen. All the details are in the video's description. A massive thank you to Double Hollow supporting the channel. Now let's get back into the video. And the Lycanroc illustration rare, that's pretty sick as well, man. So really cool kind of illustration rares and different kind of cards that are coming in the 30th celebration. And the Hisuian Zorua, like that's actually pretty sick. I've got to be honest, like that looks actually awesome. Depending on these, anything that has unique artworks is pretty in demand. Though one of the hyped parts of this set is that they will feature a total new rarity known as Futuristic Rare. So here I have the new Futuristic Rares. Now, if you do watch my prediction videos, because I love making my what's going to happen for the future of Pokemon cards, I did predict a new rarity would be releasing. And I kind of was like, yes, the special illustration rares and illustration rares have been here for a while. We've had the mega hyper rares, but I expected a new, really cool rarity to pop up. And this is it. This is the Futuristic Rare. Here we have the Mewtwo. And honestly, man, this has elevated it a lot. These are insanely cool. So we have the Mewtwo here. And of course, you can also see the Mew as well. Both of these are just phenomenal. These, like the two that have been revealed so far, looking like they look awesome. The price points for these, man, am I a little bit worried for them because they look really, they actually look like something from Pokemon TCG Pocket. Definitely have that futuristic vibe, exactly like what they're going for. Though we can see it has that 30th stamp on them as well, which I don't know if is necessary. And that's like, yeah, that's just my personal opinion. I get it. It's a 30th celebration set. Like I said, I get it for the other cards. For these new cards, don't know, whatever though. They're here. That's not going to really affect anything. That's just me being nitpicky, kind of like, because I like I don't like watermarks on anything anyway. But regardless, yeah, I mean, these are going to be really, really in demand. And yeah, like in terms of, we don't know pull rates, we don't know anything, but I imagine, we don't even know how these are obtained so far anyway. Are they going to be something that you pull from the set? Are they going to be a promo? I'm not sure at this stage, but I imagine if there's more of these to be revealed and they do come and you can pull them from the pack, yeah, I mean, you can imagine something pretty expensive is on the way with these cards. Though what's really cool about the 30th celebration is that on the website, it actually says that we've only had 4 out of the 6 special features announced, and there still is 2 to go, and I'll definitely be covering those as soon as they get announced. But yeah, I mean, this is, you know what's crazy about this? Ever since I started this channel, which was 2.5 years ago, people have been waiting for the 30th celebration. Even people who were like, oh, should I sell my collectibles? Literally, everyone said, hey, nah, wait for the 30th celebration because hype is going to reach peak by then. Well, as soon as the 30th celebration releases, hype is going to just go off the charts. And honestly, that kind of premonition or what people expected has been quite true. We are now in the most demand era for Pokemon collecting ever. Though I am wondering, is this going to be, or once the 30th celebration releases, are we going to be hitting the peak and then there's going to be a bit of a drop-off period? I don't know, man, because right now Pokemon cards are so hyped. This 30th celebration looks incredible. I have to be honest, the Futuristic Rares I'm really liking. But in saying that, maybe there's also being this insane amount of hype that's been building, and it's all just going to be kind of like, at that point, once it releases, will the hype begin slowly calming down? Because everyone's kind of going towards this one goal. Everyone's collectively, all collectors, everyone has just been invested in this one goal, which is the 30th celebration. That has been the North Star for everyone. but I am interested to see once this releases and sets after that, will some of the hype calm down? Because that's actually what happened in 2021 with Celebration. So will be very unique. This is a unique time for the hobby. If Pokemon has planned this properly, then hopefully that they've been printing this set for a long time, and they're not just, they're already very much aware of how in demand this set's going to be. So I'm really hoping that a lot of product is released. We all know how hard Pokemon cards are to obtain. Pretty much if you don't pre-order your sets, you don't get them. I would highly recommend as soon as pre-orders drop for this, make sure to secure them, because yeah, it's otherwise it's just hard playing or buying from the secondary market when it's so overinflated. Though I'm excited for it, have to be honest, this is kind of the thing that everyone's been waiting for. I really want to know your thoughts, what your favorite rarity is, what you're kind of liking. Do you like the Pikachus? And yeah, I think for me, the Futuristic Rares, I personally, they're my favorite so far. I love those new rarities, love that new style of artwork. To me, I really think they nailed it from the two that we've seen so far. I think there's so much excitement happening right now, but also I do get it because collectors are a bit worried because there's just so much hype around these sets. Though one of the things I find really helpful is finding a way to collect outside the hype. And you may be wondering, wait, how do I even do that? Well, I actually explain that in this video on screen here. In this video, I go into how I'd pick Pokemon cards in the market that nobody is watching right now. Don't forget to subscribe, click that video on screen, and I'll see you there.